This video is a short documentary about the Barefoot Teachers Training Programme. We were invited to video document the program in Calcutta, India by Sister Cyril Mooney. In 1988, she was approached by an Adivasi group from West Bengal who were in desperate need of trained primary level teachers.
There were all people who didn't have the basic qualification to go to a college, and therefore I knew they would never get a teacher training. Not that I think too much of the teacher training in India, because 90% of it is pure lecture, and if you're teaching small children, that's the last thing you need. I decided that we could easily develop some kind of a training program for these people. And when I thought about it, I realized that our very best laboratory lay within our primary school.
When these teachers sit in the classroom and they are able to learn by observing, it's a huge learning for them.
They're coming from, if you like, an oppressed background, a suppressed and oppressed. Whatever they have got from school has been largely oppression. In India, in ordinary government schools in India, children are taught they are to be seen and not heard. They're not allowed to ask questions, or if they are, they'll be slapped down. And the teachers themselves suffer very strongly from an inferiority complex, because they look at the big English medium schools in the city and they say, oh, how can we be like them? We're miles away. And I keep on saying to these teachers, you're not miles away, you are far superior, because you're getting children from nowhere and you're able to put something into them.
I couldn't understand how I'm going to be able to teach the street children. The Barefoot Teachers Training is training without boundaries. It has no boundaries. So there are no books that you need, there is no classroom, there's nothing. So it just gives you the freedom to just teach. And that's what I wanted to understand, the methodology.
The structure of the Barefoot Teacher Training Program is very much in tune with the need of the people around us. We have very grassroots level people from the slums or people from the villages who doesn't have the qualification to go to a training college. A girl or a boy who have just done their class 7 or 8 were never considered to be teachers. But that resource can be of huge value in an area where there is nothing, where children don't even have a school to go to.
They are their own people and they know the need of that children in their area.
Who does it? A very well-profiled teacher will not do this. They will not go out in the community to do this. So we have to take people from the community, train them up, and prepare children for mainstream school. So it's all linked with the needs of the time and situation, I suppose. And that's where the value of Barefoot Teacher Training is.
We demonstrate with the teachers how to prepare low-cost teaching learning materials with throughout things, like maybe cardboard, maybe the old postcard, maybe old newspaper, maybe with the help of the matchboxes, whatever we are throwing. So we can use those things as a teaching learning material.
With Barefoot Teachers Training, I have really understood how you can take just one word and make a whole story out of it. So it's easier for me. I don't have to take a letter, I don't have to take an alphabet, but I can take a word. And the child doesn't have to really know the alphabets, doesn't even need to know the spelling, but can create an entire story around it.
There's the summer effect to the heat. What kind of clothes do you wear? What's the weather like? Does any rain fall at that time? What are the temperatures? They can make little charts with temperatures, graphs. Then the summer comes on, then that's over. Then after that is the monsoon. Monsoon comes in by the middle of June. So again you have them outside collecting water and measuring how much water falls in a day. Making use of the environment, doing work by projects rather than simply beating it into the children with a stick, so to speak, and making them learn it by heart.
The door has opened and more schools should be doing this, so that people who are in the grassroots level or people who are in need and they can do wonderful jobs in their own community can have some more opportunities.